Welcome back, folks, for the 9.8 Supertest patch notes and HD pictures for the tanks. Now, if you're impatient, click on the links below to skip to whichever section. Click on the face cam to come back here. All the link skips are in the description of the video for convenience, but I will go through the notes, the map changes, the new game mode, the changes to personal missions, vehicle stats, HD in-game screenshots, and HD renders. Now, HD renders are more like wallpaper material because your computer cannot handle them if it's actual game details for each and every tank, since your computer will just explode based on the amount of video RAM needed. So they're just like centerfolds for Maxim or Playboy magazine. All right, just appreciate the details and enjoy the picture. All right, just deal with it. If you like the pictures and want to have them for your desktop, I'll put the link for the download in the description of the video as well. So here we go. Now there's a new game mode, which is capture the flag. I will explain it coming up. There's changes to 36 individual missions or personal missions, rebuffed for easier completion, so that's good. Strongholds of tier 5 to 7 could play on tier 8 tanks. Added the following tanks for super testers, blah blah blah. Tanks reworked to HD. I'll show you guys the pictures. Awesome. All automatic guns or autocannons will shoot up to 400 meters instead of 350, like the Mauser machine gun on the Predator 1C. Buff the following tanks and nerf the Conqueror gun carriage. Scumbag. Why the AT7? Huh. So, alright. I'll put the buff into the video, obviously. So, here's the map changes. Kamaran got removed from random battles. Fixed the following maps. Northwest got completely removed, so that sucks. Hidden Village got nerfed to lower tiers, so is that a buff or nerf? I don't know, whatever. Added a new map for testing. That's likely the Czechoslovakian map. Improved the effects of the following. Alright. Fix some crashes and freezes. That's good. Individual discounts. Huh, that's good. Reworked the tooltips. That's good. Added warning about new modules available. That's good. Added a UI about displaying players' performance. Huh. Fix a large number of bugs. Good. Bugs some more. Twitching of the aim circle for artillery. Lucky break for the scumbags. Fix the destruction effects of some environmental objects. And some small UI problems. Alright. Here's the map changes. So Karelia, whatever this map is called, I totally forget. This hill has now a new access port with a swamp. So yeah, medium tank rush to this hill is a lot more easier but harder to defend, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Here is Westfield. The hills got changed on the upper parts of the map, so that's good. Less camping, so yeah, standoff, less camping, that's good. And the hills, more hills to the other side of the map, so it's not as treacherous for light tanks to go crazy scouting over here. That's good. Here is Sand River. Less river, more sand. So this trench or riverbed is increased in size with more access ports. So that's good. Less camping. Thank God. And less river, more sand. So, alright, that's all the changes to the maps. And here is the new game mode. Capture the flag. Like every other FPS or tactical shooter, whatever. So each battle will take 10 minutes, 15 versus 15. You can enter the battle only using event vehicles like the Arctic Fox or the Mammoth, whatever, special vehicles. It's not the Berlin vehicles, alright? So you can buy the Berlin vehicles. So that's not it. After destroying a vehicle in the battle, you can be revived unlimited number of times in the spawn of your team. After which you can choose which tank you want to play next, so that's good. There are flags located on the event maps. Collect them by driving over them. and then carry them to their base. Okay, so capture the flag. The goal is to accumulate a certain number of victory points until the time runs out. 150 points. Alright, so each tank kill is 1 point. Each flag is 5 points. You have to capture like 30 flags. Jesus. The battle ends with either team is getting enough points or the time runs out. So simple rules. Alright. There are 6 flags on the map, neutral for both teams, have to be captured and then carried to the release area. So it's not just grab the flag and run towards your base. It's like capture the base with the flag, grab the flag, and then run towards the base. So yeah, alright. So it prevents blitzkrieg with the flags, with light tanks. So that's good. If the flag carrier is killed, the flag is dropped. Someone else could pick it up. If it stays on the ground for a while, it will despawn and return to the starting position. So that's good. Alright. Here's the initial development cycle of the map. So it's a circle map-ish. There is a capture base. So you have to capture this base first before the flag becomes detached to be grabbed and then carried back towards your base. So, nice. Here's your base. So deliver it over here. Here's the repair circle for your tanks. That's interesting. There must be a delay for each time you die. So if you die, you have to wait until like 30 seconds for you to spawn again. So repairing is a better option than just getting blown up, I guess. Here's the release on Facebook, the leak info on Facebook. And here is the finalized version of the map. So you have the capture circles right here for the green team. The red circle is right here for the red team. It's not like simple, just grab it and come back. There's a repair station and other stuff. Wait, you start here. Alright, you start here. There's 6 flags. 6 flags are the dotted line. So you start here. Your base is right here. So you have to grab the flags right here and deliver it right here. That's interesting. So you can just rush here and just halt everybody. But, this is a fun and exciting game mode. I'm looking forward to it. Nice. And here are all the changes to the personal missions because it's getting pretty ridiculous at the later stages. Alright, so Light Tank 15 will still be made easier even though you have to spot for 4,000 damage. Your own damage will now count towards it, so that's good. So a lot of Light Tank missions got changed. Mostly all of them. Heavy Tank got some changed, as well as Medium. The set somebody on fire stays. That sucks. TD, not that much. TD missions are pretty easy, in my opinion. Artillery, yeah, definitely. Changes to damage 2 enemies with 1 shot stayed, but it is made easier, so that's good. Platoon missions can now be soloed, so that's good. RT platoon missions that require scouting were changed to be soloable. And once the complete list comes out, I'll do an English version, obviously, because not everything is released. So I'll do an actual video about it and give you guys a few tips because I got to the T55A. So I'll do some critique and tips about it. So always good. Thank God they're changing it. Thank God. It was getting ridiculous. Here is the vehicle changes. So switch to 1080p if you haven't already. But the B1, the ARL V39. This is the tank destroyer, isn't it? Yeah, that's a tank destroyer, I think. The D1, the 1375, buff, a bunch of buff. The douche wagon number 2, the A20, the BT7, the KV13, nice. So pause the video if you want to read through everything, because going through everything would take a lot of time. So yeah, the IS-8, woo! Reload or aim time. Oh, I thought it was reload. Alright, aim time is a little bit better. That's good. And a little bit more accurate. IS-7 is better aim time, better accuracy. Good. Panzerkampfwagen number 1. The toaster, more accurate. There's no DPM buff, so it's more accuracy. That's good. Accuracy. steering mill accuracy for the Nashorn as well. The Baby Panther traverse speed increased. Oh, so it can brawl a little bit better. Better reload. Oh, the Baby Panther got buffed. Nice. And the Churchill gun carrier. Nice, nice. Traverse speed. So mostly accuracy buff. That's good. Vickers Mark III, Medium Mark III, Mark II. Prototype. The paddling got better accuracy and aim time. Nice. No DPM buff, so that sucks, but whatever. Yes, the T-30 got buffed with better accuracy. That's great. The Conqueror gun carriage got nerfed, so crappier accuracy and crappier aim time. Scumbag! AT-7 got nerfed with crappier reload time and crappier aim time. So AT-7 was that OP? Huh? And the Super Pershing got buffed. So the Super Pershing got a armor plate shift to HD model. So it was 285 millimeters effective armor on the frontal strip. Now it's buffed by 2 millimeters. The upper plate was 209, got buffed to 287. Great, great buff, 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 buff. Gave me all the buff. Nice. Lower plate was buff a little bit, so that's good. Machine gun port is the same. The middle strip is less well armored, but by only 20 millimeters at 264. So if you still angle the middle plate, that's still pretty hard to penetrate. Nice buff. Nice buff on the Super Pershing. It needs it, thank God. And here are all the HD in-game screenshots, alright? It's not as good as the HD render, but it still looks pretty goddamn good. So here is the AMX 5120. Pretty good. I never made it down to French heavy tank line because I don't like the BDR. So, wah wah wah. Here is the Cromwell. Nice. There's a historically inaccurate error about the gun. The gun was a little bit too big for the turret. So the Vickers HV 75mm was a little bit big for the turret. So this gun never existed on the Cromwell. Here is the T-34. It's actually not T-34. It's the Type 58, the Chinese copy of the T-34-85. Yeah, that's a Chinese copy. So it's a different red star. Well, they look almost all the same. It's a Russian copy. So still pretty HD model. Here is the Type T-34. Yeah, not the Type 58. 57mm barrel. Looks pretty nice. I was looking at the tracks. Here is the Pershing, I think. Yeah, that's a Pershing. It has a 50 caliber now, thank God. Has 3 stars on the barrel. This guy is good. Wow, that's a pretty shot. That's like almost angelic. Whoa. Wait, did the Pershing have torsion bar suspension? Here is the M48 Patton. So that looks pretty good. The rifling on the gun looks amazing. Holy crap. Here's another shot. The frontal plate. It looks chiseled and worn and other stuff. That looks great. Why is all the tracks protection skirts are dented? Like almost all of them are dented in some way or the other. So that's weird. Here is the Super Pershing. That's a pretty goddamn good looking model. Now originally I thought these 2 tubes on the top of Super Pershings are missile, the M8 Calliope missiles. It's not, because the HD model makes it look better, and it turns out that those 2 tubes are springs to help stabilize the guns. So when the gun's firing, it can stabilize the up and down, the elevation and depression of the gun. Here is the T32. Oh, come on. Just give me a 50 caliber on this tank. It looks so much better. Oh, man. Give me a 50 caliber on that thing. Here is the SU-85. The gun looks kind of small. The 85mm gun. Oh well. Yeah, nice shot. Every of these side skirts protecting the tracks are dented. You notice that? Huh. That's weird. It looks like it has dust on it too. Like every HD model looks like it's grimy, gritty, and looks amazing. Awesome. Here is the Hummel, the Bumblebee. It's artillery that gets a HD model because it's in the works for the longest time, so they have to do it. But geez, artillery getting HD model? What on Green's Earth are you guys doing? Scumbags don't deserve HD models. I'm just kidding. But yeah, scumbags are not a priority because Wargaming said so. So I'm not in charge. I cannot tell them what to do. Ooh, that gun breech looks pretty good. Here is the Leopard 1. Nice. The HD renders of these tanks looks even more amazing. Even more. Hey, is that a rear view mirror? Folded up? That's a rear view mirror. Huh. That's a rear view mirror. Here is the Jumbo. One of my favorite tanks. It's like a Super Sherman, except it's not. It has the 76mm M1A2 gun, so it's a second turret. The second turret is not as good as the first turret, so that sucks. Because the muzzle brake, the M1A2 has the muzzle brake. Here is the M10 Wolverine with the M4 derp gun. He has 3 stars on it. It's a derp gun. Oh, still looks gritty. That's good. There's also details on the rifling of the gun. That's interesting. And that's pretty much it for the... Well, I mistake. Here is the IS-3. Oh my gosh. BL9, 122mm. Extremely detailed. Dushka on top. Yep. Gun porn. Jeez, that is detailed with a lot of shadows and stuff. It looks almost real. Jesus. Here's the torsion bar suspension. Tracks looks pretty amazing. Oh yeah. Ass shot with cables. The cables have shadows and stuff. My computer is not that good. If I turn the graphics onto like this for my game, my computer will explode. But if you can, that looks pretty goddamn good. The Dushka on top. Wow, that looks pretty. This is in-game screenshots, alright? This is not HD render. And it still looks amazing. So, I don't know why people are complaining about the HD render. Jeez. Is that it? I think that's it, folks. For the in-game screenshots. Yep, that was it. So, now is the HD render. And here are all the HD renders of tanks coming soon to order tanks. So here is the FV201, the Faturian number 2. That looks amazing. Holy balls. Now this is not actually in-game screen quality because your video card would explode. But just appreciate it, alright? It's like watching tank porn, except it's better, I guess. Now, if you like these pictures, I put the link for download in the description of this video. Here is the AMX 5100. What's these 2 machine guns on top? They look like some sort, I don't know the name, but there's 2 of them, so double the firepower, double the fun. There's also a coaxial machine gun right here. Alright. Why is every protective skirts all dented? I have no idea. It's like a artistic effect. I have no idea. Here is the super Pershing. Nice. There's the counterweight on the back of the turret. And all these armor plating and stuff. Now these two tubes are actually springs to help stabilize the gun when it's firing. So if it fires, the springs will coil up into this little box right here. So originally I thought these were rocket launchers like the M8 Calliope, but they're not because they're pointed downwards, so it doesn't make sense. Here is the mouse, or mouse chin actually. So it's the derp gun on the E100 that's on a mouse. Nice. That's a machine gun port. A very big machine gun port. Whew, that's a very big machine gun. It has the periscopes on the side of the turret, so it's not actually a gigantic block. Wow. The cupola is not that big. It's alright. I mean, it's still 200 millimeters, and if you don't hit it square on, it will still bounce because it's cylinder shape. So, There's a periscope on the ass. Nice. Wow, it is pretty detailed, and it is a 150 millimeter gun, the derp gun that's on the E100, with less DPM, but still, this thing hurts. It's hard to kill this thing. Here is the M10 Wolverine with the 76 millimeter M1A2 gun because of the muzzle brake. So not the derp gun. This is like awesome wallpaper stuff. So that looks amazing. Holy crap. It's like every little detail is seen, even in the gun breech. So you can see the every little detail, including the rounds. And the 50 caliber rounds in the machine gun too. Holy crap. There's the shovel, the axe, the sledgehammer, the stake driver things. There's exhaust coming out the ass. Nice. That looks pretty nice. It's like tank porn. Yes, tank porn is great. Here is the Pershing without the plates, like the Super Pershing. Still pretty nice looking. That barrel looks a little bit shorter than the actual 90mm gun on this tank. Is it a stock Pershing? Because this gun looks small. Maybe it is the Top Gun. I'm just going crazy. Huh. But yeah, it doesn't have the space armor like the Super Pershing. And it still looks pretty nice, so that's good. Man, if you can have these details into the game itself when you're running, I think that would be like 2070-ish years later or something. So in the year 2070, you might have a good computer to run all these graphics while playing the game. I'll be dead back or until then, I think. Oh, whatever. Here is the Type T34 with a 57mm rifled. Yeah, that's rifled. Huh. Nice. Chinese tanks are not getting priority, or the Japanese tanks. So that sucks because they're introduced later on than the actual American or Russian or German tanks. So these tanks are not in priority, so that sucks. Still looks pretty decent. It has a lot of DPM too, like 2200 at tier 5, which is crazy. And the penetration is not that bad, like 120-ish millimeters. So the gun depression is the only thing sucks about it. But whatever. Nice looking tank. Here is the Hummel, the Bumblebee. So it's a big artillery with big gun. I think it's 150 millimeter howitzer. It should be 150 millimeter. The GW Panther has the same caliber, and the GW Tiger has the 210. So it should be 150 millimeters. Otherwise, it should be 170, but I think it's 150. It's a big, derpy gun. Has the rounds in the back too. Is that an escape hatch? You don't even need one. You just jump out. Jump out! What are these hatches for? There are periscopes to look through on the sides. There's a vents for the exhaust. Wow, that gun breech is so detailed. Holy crap. That gun breech is really detailed. Here is the Leopard 1. It will not get the space armor it normally has because it will make it so OP if it does. Smoke grenade launchers, periscopes, rear view mirrors. What is this box for? I think it's for ammunition. Yeah, it's for ammunition. But yeah, it's a pretty model. Very pretty. So I put the link to all these pictures in the description of this video. And if you want to have them as your desktop wallpaper or something, just click on the download and you'll go to my Mediafire page. And that's pretty much it. So, wow, that's amazing shot. That's wallpaper material right there. Holy crap, the tracks. That looks amazing. Here is the 5120. Nice. I mean, the HD render is not that much different than the HD in-game screenshots. It looks a little bit more detailed, but it's mostly used for like wallpapers and stuff to show off the talents of the model creators and stuff. So yeah, that's, or the programmers, but that looks amazing. It's based on the Panther's hull because these vents are just copies of it. Engine deck is a copy. Yep. Wallpaper material. Holy crap. That's like, if I can have it as an actual model I can play with on my hands, that would be amazing. I would be so happy. If I can actually touch it and if it's tangible. So, holy crap, here is the Canon Jagdpanzer. Is that MG42? That's MG42. The 42 has the squarelier gun barrel. The MG34 has a circular cylinder-ish gun barrel. That is the money shot. That is a money shot. Holy crap. Wow, this thing looks amazing. It looks like a Ferrari, except, or not Ferrari, it looks like a Murcielago. A Lamborghini Murcielago. I cannot pronounce, whatever. But what's this TV box on the back? What is this for? Ammunition? There's the smoke grenades, the fuel tanks, the canvas. What is this TV box for? Huh. That's weird. That still looks pretty interesting. Wow, that looks amazing. I'm still staring at it and just like, wow. Here's the M48 Patton. Yep, that looks pretty good. Can I get the, if only I can get the M60 Patton with the HD upgrades. Man, I would be so happy. I would be super happy. Turns out I don't have an M60 Patton. I never will, probably. But goddamn, that's a damn good looking model. Jesus. The 105mm is so well detailed. There's the canvas even has holes on it. You see that? That's crazy. There's so much detail, even on the canvas, which is like a crazy mesh thing. Holy crap. Is that a canvas or just like a camouflage net or something? But Jesus, that's well detailed. It looks like the pattern is a little bit longer too. I wonder if that's true for the actual tank, or if the tank is a little bit fatter, like the M60 pattern, but that's still pretty well detailed. And is that it, folks? Aww. Is the show over? I want to look some more. Yep, the show's over. Oh well. Pretty goddamn good looking models. Jesus. And that's pretty much it for the 9.8 Supertest patch notes and the stuff that's coming with it. So thank you guys for watching. As always, if you like my videos, subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I usually stream on Fridays. And if you like what I do and appreciate my videos, consider donating and supporting the channel on Patreon. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.